Hello everybody and welcome to the Mount And Blade Warband mod of Bannerpage, your new series on the channel. And boy am I looking forward to this, because not many Warband mods have Ironman. I think we're going to try that this time. I've got to give credit to Warbs on YouTube for inspiring me to do this. He's been doing pretty well with his own run through. Let's see how well we can do with our own survivability here. But we're not going to make things easy for ourselves. We're going to start a new game. And we are going to play as a man, because we played as a woman last time. So we don't have to deal with as much of patriarchal society. However, what do you want to play as? So then we're going to play as a commoner hunter. And we're going to start off in the Rodok Republic. So I wouldn't normally start off in. I'd probably be more likely to start in the Northern Lands or the Grand Principality of the Vagirs. I think we're going to start off in the Rodok Republic this time. Go all in crossbows and that kind of thing. We need to allocate some base points here. I'm just going to give myself as much of an even spread as I can here, with a little bit more in strength. And I'm going to go into single-handed weapons and crossbows. I never use crossbows. I much prefer bow and arrow. But this time we're going to try crossbows. We're going to the Rodok Republic. We're going to try to stay alive as long as possible on Ironman, and to do that we need to just generally stay alive. Now we are going to allow me to quit without saving. We are going to play this on Honest Man. Mods have a tendency to crash, and my experience with stainless steel is definitely going to influence that decision, because that crashed constantly. And we are going to go for the name Giovanni. I don't think we get a last name yet. I think we'll earn a last name as time goes on. And what we'll do, we'll up our intelligence and our agility. So our charisma's a little bit low, but we're doing okay here. We want to go for power. Just power. I can't remember if power draw affects crossbows. I think it does, but probably 2 is enough for now. I want to get something into shield, into surgery as well. And probably, because we're thinking about survivability here, pathfinding is going to be important just to survive, and looting, because we're going to need money. So we're going to go into some crossbows here, and some more one-handed points. Let's get going. Of course, we've been given a bow and arrow. That's fine. I don't mind using bow and arrow for the time being. What's it? Oh, you look quite good as a Giovanni. Sure, we'll go with you. No hair on the top of your head, but that's fine. You look like a Giovanni to me with that moustache. And here we are. Everything should look very familiar if you're familiar with the base game of Mount And Blade Warband. A few little added bits here and there. Little things changed. The Kingdom of the Nords is now called the Northern Lands. The Kingdom of Vagirs is now the Vagirs Sardom. But we're down here. We're down here in near this area here. So we are a hunter. Our renown starts at 30. We have no honour and no right to rule. We do have a few specials. For starting like this, we are a basic hunter. So we have basic hunter skills, basic hunter gear, and a suitable mount. Bannerpage has many new functionalities. For in-depth information, please refer to in-game mod help. It's also highly recommended to carefully study all reports and available camp actions. You better not be a manhunter. Hunter has to move quickly. On the campaign map, running away from hostiles and on hunting map to chase the prey, hence it's always a good idea to have a good horse and a few packing animals. If you find an area with lots of prey mingling around, but at the same time with the high bandit traffic, you should consider building a hideout. Hideouts can serve both as a safe house and remote warehouse, places where you can rest, wait for enemies to leave and stock your goods and trophies. You have a total of 2 hideouts at one time. You can move them around by destroying one and building another one on another spot. Later on you may consider upgrading the hideout to a hidden base, which brings a ton of new game mechanics and options to choose from. One thing we'll do first though, go to camp, go to Bannerpage preferences, and enable permadeath. I'm also going to disable map travel exhaustion, because I've heard that's quite frustrating to work with. But yes, permadeath. So we've got to be very careful here. But it's a lot differently from what I'll usually do. I also can't help but notice a little bit further down on the Bannerpage preferences here, enable non-consensual intercourse. I'm not sure where that comes into it. And also, a Dark Knight invasion begins. Are the Dark Knights allowed to invade? The feature is on a development stage, not really tested. If you play a good save, please make a copy of them before you let them invade. The diplomacy option, terrain advantage and auto calculation battles will be disabled. Currently they're not allowed to invade. Probably for the best. We might change that later on if we want a challenge later on, but we've only got one life here. And we also don't appear to have a horse because we don't have... Did I not put anything into riding? I didn't, that was silly of me. Let's go into here. I need to head actually into the streets because I want to find the horse merchant. I can't believe I didn't buy a horse or put any things into riding. That was silly of me. I believe the actual towns and castles have got a retrofit as well. Hello there, my good men. How are you? You look like a horse merchant if ever I saw one. Because we actually have to go meet them. Hello there, horse merchant. My mount is difficult to ride. Can you do something about it? Oh, we have to be on it. Is there a horse merchant with a larger section of horse breeds? Looking for Pedro. He has the largest horse breed section in Carrera. Not only horses, he has it all, even camels and elephants. His stables are huge and he's already trying out and riding with his mounts before even buying them. Pedro's large stables are Ludus Carradius. Fine, we'll have to find that. I'm thinking of buying horses. We can also sell horses to you. Huh. All of this requires actual riding skill. It's very silly of me. Even the donkeys require riding skill. Right, we're not going to be able to do much hunting, I would imagine. We've got some venison, a torch and a hatchet. Right, let's head to some local woods. Let's try it up here by Emer. Gotta watch out for these bandits though. Oh, you're very fast because we can't ride our horse. Which is silly, mate. I might be better off fighting in a lord's army for a while. I've got to make sure not to move too quickly around the map here. During your day's travel, you come across a lone warrior travelling towards Uxal. From him you learn there'll be a tournament held in the town. Doesn't require if that's some gazelles. Let's sound the hunting horn. We're also on foot though. But this is how we're going to be getting money for the time being. Also, on the base game, you can't just go and recruit from any random village. There's a bit of a process involved. So we have to rely on other people, mercenaries, or we're going to have to force some villages to give us their peasants as soldiers. That won't do very well morale-wise, and I believe you have to fight them to even have a chance of recruitment, and obviously it would spoil your renown, your honour, especially with that specific village. So we do need to be a little bit careful of that. Now Giovanni, I know you're a hunter, but where are these gazelle that we supposedly saw? It's probably not having a horse. You can't wander around the map and find out where they are. They must be around here somewhere. But this would allow us to get a little bit of money to do something. And eventually, if we level up, that means we can put a point into riding. So we can have a horse. It's a little bit silly of me to not invest at least 1 point into riding a horse. I mean, I don't think the Rodoks are really horse riders, but if we're going to be hunting down prey and animals, we're going to need to be able to catch up to them, or at least find out where they are. I think they're going to be over this hill somewhere. If not, we'll respawn and come in again. Hopefully we might see them from up here. Right, let's sound the hunting horn again. We might get a... Okay, this is a more open map. This is good. Probably have more luck at spotting them because there's a lot less trees here. I just hear a horse neigh. I mean, they're not horses, but... I feel like I heard someone neigh over this corner. I see them. Question is, how close can I get without spooking them off? I'm not sure how sophisticated the hunting system is in this. But presumably when I hit them, they're going to start running away. That's one down, good. 2, 3. Imagine her might run off now. See if we can take a few more out on the way. Perhaps you. These are like goats, or are they gazelles? They might be gazelles. Let's follow them. We've got another 14 hours yet. Let's try and make the most of this hunting trip. We know where the other bodies are. You've got an arrow in you, so it'd be nice to get another hit off. I think we're probably a bit too far away to do anything useful here, so let's keep moving forward. See what we can do here. I think there's 7 in this herd. If we can get another few kills, that'd be good. That was a bad miss. Let's hit on you. You're down, good. I think they're going to start running. Please don't charge me. Not sure I'm ready for an ibex goat to charge me. Oh, you've got yourself stuck on a tree there. That's another one down. I think that's probably the... Actually... Is there anyone else around here? That's probably the best we're going to get. Let's pick up some steady hides here and some... K-moss meat? Let's say K-moss meat. I'm sure that's not how I'm supposed to say it. That's fine. Let's go over to Veluca and sell it. We'll give that the rest of that herd a miss. Who was that? Oh, there's more there. Well, let's sell this first. Or we can assess the local prices. No, let's go sell the hunting horn again. But I'd like, because I don't have a horse, I'd like a... There we go. A more empty map. Weirdly, I guess they're modelled off the horses, which is why they were neighing, but I definitely heard them neigh. So I wonder if we can find them again via the same trick. Don't see them as of yet. They do seem to stay as a herd, however. Is that them over there behind that tree? No, I don't think so. Where are they? It's not like Red Dead Redemption 2. I see them. It's not like Red Dead Redemption 2 where I've got some tracks to follow. I'm just going to have to run around and find them. But I see them over there. Eventually we will go into using crossbows, but for now, I think bow and arrow is probably better in terms of hunting. I feel like a crossbow is not ideal for hunting. But this can be a safe way for us to make money until we can get some gear, some mercenaries, some recruits to help us out for the time being. Yeah, I keep on hearing neighing. I think it must just be because these animals are based off the horses. I see them all there. Look at you all just hiding in the corner. Thinking you can get away from me. Right, how close can I get? The problem is once I kill one of them, they all start spread eagling around. Oh, I was trying to get a headshot there. Let's hit on you. Just start shooting whoever we can here. You're down. Good. Even if we don't kill them all, if we can just get 2 or 3 down, that's a pretty good start. You look like the main chap. I think the herd's going to start moving on in a second. Can we kill you before you move? Because you appear to be stuck on that tree. That's another one down, good. There we go. That'll do. Some more meat, some more hides for us, good. Right, into Veluca. Let's go to the marketplace. I'm going to assess the local prices. We might work out where we can sell this meat. Oh, I've got no trade skill, of course. Right, let's just trade this meat away. I'm probably going to sell all this meat and just buy some very cheap grain to keep me going. I've got a lot of hides here. Obviously, the more I sell here, the less they'll be worth. But that's 1,300 dinars, which is pretty good. Oh, we ran into bandits. This episode might end very quickly indeed. This series might be over before it started. Because if I get killed here, that's it. No. Hide that. Let's go outside the castle here. There you are. Stop throwing things at me. How did that not hit you? Oh, this is scary. I'm not used to playing on Ironman and Warband. I usually have the luxury of another life. Another hit. There we go. Let's get an axe out. We don't have a shield here. You're down, good. Good start. You're up here. You've got a shield. Oh no. God, this is... Oh! We were knocked unconscious. We weren't killed. Lost 143 dinars. Could have been worse. Got to remember about night time. Got to remember about night time now. That's something I've got to be very careful of. Well, Giovanni, I don't. Maybe we can't die from assassinations, but I don't really want to test that. Hello there, Tactician Ferentis, Traveller, Scout Clethy, Tactician Alain, Landsnecht. Oh, look at you! You guys look cool. And Madam, Lady of the Night. Tactician Ferentis, how much are you worth? Why so gloomy, friend? I've committed the greatest of sins, sir, and it's my shame that I must appoint you my confessor, if you should like to hear it. I was captain of horse in the service of the Lord here in Veluca, and my brother served with me, but we were both in love with the same woman, a courtesan, a temptress who played upon our jealousies. My brother and I quarrelled, I had drunk too much, he slapped me with his glove, and I spit him upon my sword. My own brother, my sword arm was stained with the blood of my kin. Do you believe there is hope for a man like me? Can I find the path of righteousness, or am I doomed to follow the demons that dwell inside of me? You could join us, right wrongs, fight oppressors, redeem yourself, that kind of thing. Yes, you must have been sent by divine providence. Lead me away from darkness. I am well practiced in the arts of war, but I beg you, sir, I wish to use my skills to defend the innocent, the pure, and the defenceless, not to be a common brigand, and wreak more misery than I have already wrought. Happy to be of service, get your things together, and we shall be on our way. Oh, good. Tactician Ferentis is free, good. You're someone we can use. Scout Clethy. Hello there, from the look of you, I'd say you're expecting to get into some fights in the near future. Are you by any chance looking for some help? Well, so as long as I can remember, I've had a weakness for pretty things, and it's gotten me into trouble, you see. I grew up in Maria Castle as a bonded servant, working alongside my mother in the kitchens. I would amuse myself by hunting mice through the pantries and sculleries. I was so good at it that I would put the castle cats out of a job, and eventually the Lord realised I might also be employed to track down big game on certain errands of a type perhaps better left unsaid. Needless to say, I found a number of opportunities to avail myself of trinkets that had formerly belonged to my Lord's enemies, so I was able to buy myself out of bondage and find hire as a free agent. My last job was here in Veluca. Unfortunately, my last employer's wife had a lovely amulet of a kind I simply could not resist. She doesn't know it's missing yet, but she might soon. So tell me, are you looking for helpers? Well, sir, let me tell you, I may not know how to read and write, but I know the quickest way to a man's heart is between his fourth and fifth rib, if you understand me. I can throw knives in addition to stabbing with them, and I'm slippery as quicksilver. you'll find me useful in a fight I'll warrant. That's good news, Captain. How about paying me a little something to seal off our agreement? To me, 200 be enough. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I've had some bad luck with employees in the past. Very well. We now have a party of 3. Frentis and Clethy. Our morale is low. That's okay. I think we can move on. I didn't see any particularly good opportunities to hire anyone in there. Let's keep an eye out for any more. Oh, hello. 3 looters I don't think we can take on, but I did see an animal party over here. Before I do that, how's my character looking? I picked up some experience, so eventually I'll be able to actually ride my horse. Unfortunately, neither Clethy or Frentis have decided to come with us. But this is going to get us money for the time being. That's probably a good thing. We could probably put out a hideout at some point. Once where we find when the animals mostly are. I know we can also put some prisoners into a salt mine and they can earn us some passive income. So that's something we could consider. Hello there, there's a bone here. Can I pick this up? I doubt I can. No. Are you guys over here by any chance? I don't see you over this way. I see lots of bones. Yes, we can put some prisoners into the salt mine to earn us some passive income. What we need, however, is some prisoners. What we need is some actual fighting troops, and I could do with a shield for myself. Just to increase my survivability a little bit. Oh, I hear the horses neighing. Where are they? Are they over this hill? They might be. And when I say the horses, I mean our prey, so to speak. In fact, what we can do, up our sound here a little bit, we might hear them a little better. Until we get a proper hunting party together, this is the safest way for us to make any form of money. I see them. They're over there. And if this is going to get about a 600 a fight, and once we actually level up, we'll be able to get to the animals a lot quicker and track them down a lot quicker. Which would be ideal, I would say. Just need to get slightly better aiming. We can't get too close, so I imagine they're going to run away. You've gone down, good. If you want to run towards me, that would be very preferable. So maybe not get a big fire stick out. I don't think the fire stick would do very well. Pick our arrow back up. Thankfully we don't actually need to go down and gut them ourselves. Oh my goodness, they've gone a long way. That's fine, we'll just take this meat here. I'd love to find a ability to hire some troops somewhere. Okay, there's quite a few herds around here, that is useful. And hopefully they sound quite close actually, but once we level up, we get our horse up and running, we buy ourselves a shield, that should hopefully make things a little bit easier. And we could maybe consider going to fight against actual looters, but it would have to be a fairly weak bunch of them, I would say. I see them, they're over that hill. Hopefully they don't all run away. I mean, we did kill one of their friends in the previous pack, and that's why they all decided to run away. Maybe we can also do some questing, actually. Some questing for the local lords. That might not be a bad thing. The only thing I'm concerned about is... because I was thinking about fighting for a local lord, getting some money, experience that way. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't know if we die in a... if we die in a lord's fight, is that still game over? I mean, it's probably a difference between unconsciousness and actual death, but I'm not sure what the actual marker for that would be, or what the actual trigger for death would be, as opposed to just being knocked unconscious. This is much more of a shooting gallery. This is good. They're staying still, which is much more preferable, because this is more money for us. Now, this meat does go off, so we do need to sell it relatively quickly, so we can't just hold on to it forever. See if we can get one more down here. I'm running out of arrows. There we go, that'll do. That's some more meat for us, good. And some more sturdy hides. So return to Yokala? We'll go with Yokala. There's a tournament here, actually. We could maybe do that. Just sell this meat. Are we going to bet on ourselves? I'm going to bid myself to get 2 points, and I'll wager 40 dinars. How about that? Oh, we've got a 200 weapon and a sword. Interesting. Okay. That didn't go very well, did it? That's fine. Right, let's try once again. This time we've got a shield. It's better than nothing. Oh, Doge Graveth. Good to see you here. You're the king, if I remember correctly. Oh, we managed to knock out a count. That's good. We might, if we can get another point here, that would earn us a little bit of cash. If anything else, this will get us some experience, I think. And it's upping our crossbows as well. I love that they turn around to actually reload their crossbows, because I believe historically that's what they did with kind of with these big crossbows, because it was safer to reload behind a big shield. The Genoese crossbowmen, I believe, did that, and that's why they carry these big shields on their backs. That's a really nice touch. Just it makes it just feel a bit more realistic, and a little just more cool in general. I've only got 1 point so far. I need to get another one, because I think this is a different tournament from before. You actually have to you actually have to kind of contribute. We can't just do anything. Just stand back here. We did earn 100 dinars there. We'll keep going. You're mostly ignored by others on the field of battle. You're currently ranked 10 out of 32 participants. Ow. Everyone has crossbows here. If I can stand behind someone else, that might be not a terrible idea. Oh, come on. I thought that would have been almost a headshot. There was also a red team as well I've got to watch out for. And actually reloading this crossbow is taking quite some time. I'm absolutely abysmal with the crossbow. This is why I wanted to come to the Rodok area, because I wanted to be better with the crossbows in Warband. There's a hit. Oh, you moved right at the last second. How rude of you. No. Oh, you get. I saw that coming as well. How rude of you. I don't want to give everyone else 3 points, so no, we're gonna wait this one out. I think red's probably gonna take this over blue. Tournament standings, we are doing okay. We're not doing perfect by any means. And we also can't be cautious because then we actually lose renown. Okay, fighting the next round here. Oh boy, I don't have a shield. I've got a nice big sword, but everyone else has got crossbows. If one of my teammates goes down, I'm stealing their shield for sure. Oh, I didn't kill that person, that's annoying. Oh, Frentis is with us, that's cool. There we go, there's a shot. Because we want to try and some money here, as well as experience. There's another kill, good. I don't know when this tournament ends, but it will end at some point, I would imagine. I think if we survive, we get 3 points, so that's how we earn more money. Don't you dare shoot me, thank you. Excellent. Okay, so we earned 160 dinars for our clever bet this round, so we are getting there. We're still by no means at the top here. Actually, look at this, Frentis doing very well at the top. I don't suppose we get any benefits from one of our companions doing well, but look at this. Fierce competitor, awarded to Giovanni, 110 experience and 3 renown. Good. That's worth doing. Right, fighting the next round here. Oh my good grief. Too many angry men with crossbows. There's another team of... Got to watch out for red as well. But I want to... If we take out the screenshot first... Okay, he's down. Oh, come on, that was a good shot. Surely that would have been it. This is going to get us some experience. I think it's getting us some money overall. So that's by no means a bad thing. Also, red is winning this at the moment. See that as a crossbow bolt comes flying towards our face. My word. Come on, blue. I believe in you. I was wrong to do so. Final round of the tournament. 3 teams of 5 fighters. Shield, shield, shield. Because they're going to come in. Oh, I missed. That's unfortunate. This is the final round, so we've got to make it count. Ah, we just shot at someone who died. That's annoying. I feel like the team in the middle always struggles, and then it's always blue versus red at the end. And thankfully, if we are knocked out here, it's not classified as a death because everything is using blunt weapons here. I think including the crossbow bolts actually as well are blunt tipped. Okay, Baron Gerlux is doing very well. Hello there, I see you trying to go for me. It is really cool, the animations for them to turn around. I very much approve of that. We are getting damage in, but not enough to actually consider winning. There we go. We will finish. Frentis takes first place. Doge Graveth in second. And Baron Gerlux in first. So actually the majority of the money and renown and experience you can make is probably from betting on yourself, as is this the case with the normal tournaments as well. We are not distinguished enough to join the feast, But has that kind of got us a little bit further on? It's given us a bit more experience. And possibly a little bit more money as well. So it's probably worth doing. I do want to buy myself a shield. I need to walk around the streets. I need to find the arms and armour merchant. I am in this part of the world a lot. I think it'd be a good idea to do so. Because I don't even have a helmet or anything. That's the horse merchant lady. We've already spoken to her before. You look like someone important. You might be the... Yeah, you're the guild master. We'll get to you in a second. Just going to have a quick chat with the armourer. Is there master armour in? Okay, so the Ludus Carradius crew seems to be where the important things happen. I did see the Ludus Carradius somewhere in the centre of the map. Just speak to the weaponsmith here. Cool. And then I'm going to speak to the guildmaster, see if he's got any interesting jobs for us, and also see what we can do in terms of getting an enterprise down. I'm not going to be at that stage yet, but I'd be intrigued to know the cost. 10,000. Okay, so these enterprises seem to be generally the same price as they are normally. Not that I've got the money for it. I could maybe get down something like a bakery. It only gives me 48 dinars a week. It's hardly worth it. Brewery would give me 139. Tannery would give me 325. I'm just thinking if there's a cheap business that I can make at least some profit off. We've 6,000 dinars. Honestly, the bakery doesn't look like that bad of a deal. Because how long will that take me to get my money back? 30 weeks. Am I going to be alive for 30 weeks? Almost certainly not. Let's keep hold of our money for now. I'd like to buy a weapon. Greek fire grenades. These are cool. Hand-thrown explosive device or targets with the explosion radius. I prefer to buy it, great for castle defense and assault. Byzantine fire, I would imagine. Definitely have to get one of those in the future. Large bag of sling rocks. I just want myself a shield for now. I don't need the torch. The torch isn't doing anything for me. I'll keep the hatchet for now. That's not a problem. What's a decent shield we can buy? Reinforced heater shield? It's quite a lot of money. But it would at least protect us somewhat. This one's... We'll get the thick plain heater shield. It's at least a little bit cheaper. And the armour merchant. If you've got any cheap helmets for me to buy, some very lovely looking bits of armour here. Not that I can afford them, but they look cool. Right. Let's look at the cheapo stuff. Helm with Norse Guard, Nose Guard even, would do well, just to give us a little bit of health, although it does look a little bit silly, the helm with Nose Guard. I like the rusty kettle hat, that feels quite apt for who we're playing as with the Rodox, I like that. I'd like to get something better than a leather jerkin, but that's going to cost money that we don't have. To get anything worthwhile here, I would imagine. So yeah, we'll just buy the helmet for now. That gives us something to work with. Let's give this a quick save. $10 looters, but I don't think we're really ready to do that when we don't actually have any forces. We've got a bit of money, so let's head over to... I don't think we haven't been to Yalen yet. Let's go to Yalen, avoiding the multiple looters en route. I mean, looters we could probably take. I don't think we could take a Rodok crossbowman, so we've got to watch out for them. And if we do eventually get attacked by troops that we can't beat, we're going to have to just be taken prisoner. Because it's a lot safer for us to do that than to be attempting to fight them and then potentially dying in combat. So we've got to play this very carefully, much more carefully than I normally would. It was heard up there, but it doesn't matter to me at the moment. Pop into Yale in here. Of course, yes, there's boat travel as well. Can do some raiding on the seas, that'll be fun. Right, in the taverns, have we got any form of actual... Hello, levies, you could be useful. 6 of you, 468, done. There's another madame. Who are you looking at? Belligerent drunk. I hopefully can't die to a belligerent drunk, we're going to find out. If anything, he'll give us a sword to sell. Have at you, knave. My problem is my axe is a lot slower than his sword. So there you go. Religion drunk, killed, and actually the tavern keeper likes us a little bit more. Let's pop back in now that he's gone. Oh, Scout de Shavi, she's quite good from the base game, remember? Hero Beheshtur will come back to you. I think you cost quite a bit of money. And a ransom broker. I don't have any prisoners to sell you. Oh, Jeremus, my man, how are you, my dear fellow? I'm bringing you into the party. Greetings, fellow traveller. I shall tell you, but no, there's a tale of gross iniquity. I warn you in advance, lest you are of a choleric temperament, and so become incensed at the justice done unto me that you do to yourself a mischief. I am by training a natural philosopher, but condemned by the jealousy of the thick-headed doctors of my university to make my living as a surgeon. I was hired by a merchant of the city to cure his son, who fell into a coma after a fall from his balcony. I successfully treated the patient's skull to reduce the cranial swelling, but the family ignored my advice to treat the ensuing fevers with a tincture of willow bark, and the boy died. The father, rather than reward me for my efforts, charged me with sorcery. Me, a philosopher of nature. Such is the ignorance and ingratitude of mankind. The lord of this castle is reluctant to place me under arrest, but I am anxious to move on elsewhere. I am a surgeon, not some Silk Road University physician who's never touched a body and get my hands dirty. I have treated every variety of wound that can be inflicted by the hands of man. Before I was a surgeon, I was a student, so you may be sure that I have inflicted wounds as well as healed them. Welcome, Jeremus. Good to have you, my man. Camel lodges, you sound fun, but you cost an absolute bomb, so no. Deshavi, you've got a bow and arrow. That could be useful. Yes? Keep your distance, by the way. My apologies, I was merely going to say you look a bit down on your luck. It was my bad luck to be born to a weak father who married me off to a drunken layabout who beat me. It was my bad luck when I ran away from my husband to be taken by a group of bandits. It was my bad luck that the only one amongst them who was kind to me, who taught me to hunt and to fight, in spite of the jealousy of the others who knifed him and forced me to run away again. But I do not count myself unlucky, stranger, no more than any other woman of Calradia, this fetid backwater, this dung heap among the nations, populated by apes and jackals. Are you looking for work? I could be. I need the money. But let your followers know that I do not suffer louts and brutes. Anyone who misbehaves around me will quickly find an arrow in their gullet. I will hire you, though do try not to shoot anyone on your first day. Excellent. A couple of new companions. That's what we like to see. That Nordic sword we will sell. Now, these levies, what do they turn into? Into watchmen, fine. But we now actually have some troops, although the levies, goodness knows what they're actually able to accomplish. We've got 4 companions now as well. If we can find a very small looter group, I could consider it. I'm not taking on 12 Rodok trained spearmen, not a chance. If I can find a much less angry looter group, I'd be willing to take them on in combat. Northern lands has declared war against the Holy Swedish Empire, that's fine. Doesn't particularly concern me. That's just another herd. 19 Manda bandits, I don't really want to fight. Hello. I could try help with that, but unfortunately the caravan is too far lost for me to assist. So the caravan's going to go down. There's plenty of bandits there I don't want to fight. Unless one of them got very badly damaged. 19. Oh, these are mountain bandits as well, not even looters. I don't think that's worthwhile. Routiers, caravan guard, must be. Oh, those are knights and turcopoles. Absolutely not. If I can just find some basic looters, that would be preferable. Swedia militia. I reckon we might be able to take on you guys. Let's have a look. How's your gear? I mean, you've got swords. Charge the enemy. They shouldn't have any range, and I do have range. Problem is I don't have any stand here. Let them come to us. Oh, our levies are not good, are they? Right, charge. If we need to pull back, we will. Our levies are not spectacular in any sense of the imagination. And these guys actually have shields. This might have been a mistake. Maybe my companions will help carry me to victory here. Have at you. It's not going very well at the moment, is it? We might have to do a little bit of heavy lifting here. If we can chop them from behind, that would be good. At least one of them has a bow. Or possibly we have a bow. I know one of our guys has a bow. Oh. Okay, I need to chase you down because you've got a spear. Who's still left? 6 versus 3. Unfortunately, we don't have the nice pen draw information. That's fine. You've fallen down, good. We can chop you, and we've leveled up. Excellent. Well done, Levy. We survive! Excellent. We've got some prisoners we might be able to send to the salt mines. We gained 4 renown, 2 morale. We lost 2 levies, and Frentis got wounded. That's not too bad. Well done, Jonas. Getting 2 kills. That's pretty much more any kills than you normally get in anything. 6 Swedia militia. Excellent. You'll do well. 5 watchmen. Watchmen have crossbows. Excellent. Morale is low. I want to let my troops upgrade themselves. So go for... We're going to make most people into bow and arrows for now. Then one-handed and shield. That can be upgraded armor, upgrade horse. Apply to everyone, apply to everyone, apply to everyone. But I'm going to have a look on what's here first. Of course, there's now some shields, but that's fine. We'll let our heroes grab what they can. We'll take the rest. These nomad boots are actually better than ours. They look a bit silly, but that's fine. But this is loot. This is loot to sell. Excellent. Oi, Captain, I was just having a chat with Deshabi as we put through the bodies after the last little scrap. Have you heard her story? Can you believe the wrongs done to her? I tell you, it makes my blood boil. I want to cut off all the little bits of those bastards who mistreated her, and I'll do it too if we ever run into them on our travels. Cool. Clethy and Deshabi, get on. That's good. Where's the salt mine? There it is. Okay, so we can take on some Swedian militia. That's good. Ooh. Speaking of Swedians, big old Swedian force there. Hi there. There's 18 of you. I think we can probably outrun you though. Right, talk to Berozan here. I have some prisoners to work in your mine. I'm always looking for new slaves because nobody wants to work in the mines. You'll earn 10 dinars per slave. I think in the future you think twice before you sell your prisoners. Bring them to me. Okay, so that should give us money per week. Should give us 60 dinars per week, if I understand that correctly. Oh, this doesn't feel very safe. Oh boy, I'm not sure we can We need something to distract ourselves. Hello there. I don't really want to surrender. 3 soldiers, we're going to have to just drop them behind, I think. So we lost 3 of our watchmen there, unfortunately. I know, Captain, Clethy, you don't want to run from battle. I'm sorry. And our morale is terrible. Let's head into Dirim. We might be able to get some more levies from here. No, that's the cataphract. Levy archers, you'll do. 10 of you, not a problem. We do need to speak to the tavern keeper here. Because I want to just get some morale back here. And let's sell some of this loot to make back some money. And we will probably need to pick up a little bit more food as well. And also we can level ourselves up. We'll buy some bread here. And some cheap dried meat that will help with our morale issues a little bit. And let's level ourselves up. Let's go for some charisma. I need to go for some riding. And we'll go for more one-handed weapon skill. But now we can actually ride a mule. Excellent. Hardly spectacular, but better than nothing, I would say. But I'll tell you what, I think we'll leave things here outside Dirim for today. This here is your new series, alongside Red Redemption 2. How long the series will last for? Well, that depends on how long I can survive. We have got permadeath on, so we're going to have to see how permadeath goes. We fought a tournament, we picked up some companions, and we fought our first real battle, and thankfully did not die. But of course that could change as time goes on. We got a couple of watchmen, we lost them, but we do have some levy archers as well now. And I think we picked up some pretty good companions. The Shavi, Jeremus, Ferentis, Clethy, they all look a bit silly with their little white fabric hats on, but I'm sure that will change over time. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.